Stakeholders Democracy Network this Wednesday called for the inclusion of women, youth and persons with disabilities in politics and governance process across all levels. The project officer governance, Joseph Ekong, made this known while speaking at a one-day dialogue with national leadership of the Inter-Party Advisory Council on the demands of women, youth and people living with disability in Rivers State to electoral candidates and political parties. He further noted that the organization is also implementing a project that seeks to promote the participation of women and persons living with disability in governance, politics and development process.
For today's meeting, we'll concentrate ourselves more on the part that talks about political inclusion of women, youth and PWDs. I do hope that we are with the booklet. If you are with the booklet, the Women and Youth Agenda booklet, you can open to I think it should be the second page, where their demands with regards to political inclusion are concerned. So topmost among the demands of this category of people are that, number one, political parties in Nigeria should adopt at least 35% affirmative action with regards to elected and appointed positions. So I will ask this question, is that too much for political parties to do? To give women, the youth and PWDs at least 35%. We are currently implementing a project known as WeU project that seeks to promote increased participation and representation of women, youth and PWDs in governance, in politics, and of course in the development process. And in doing that, while the project is still running, we're able to have both online and offline consultations with these mentioned social clusters in Rivers State. And of course, they've been able to make their demands. We're also able to collate all their demands, their prioritized demands, as far as they are concerned. And of course, we did the launching in Rivers State. We gathered a battery of stakeholders in Rivers State to launch the Women, Youth and PWDs agenda.
The chairman, Inter-Party Advisory Council, Engineer Yabaji Sani, in his remarks, said the move came timely, noting that the general election is just by the corner. He also hammered on the need to encourage political parties and Nigerians to work on an all-inclusive election come February.
So this program is very important, coming at a very, coming timely in the sense that, like we know, we're just a few weeks away from the general elections. So anything that we can do to awaken the consciousness of not only the political parties themselves, but Nigerians at large, to the need to ensure that we have an all-inclusive elections that will be free, fair, and credible.
Representatives of political parties present also spoke on measures put in place by their parties to achieve inclusiveness in politics and governance.
In my party, actually, we have been able to incorporate, formally we don't even have a position for these people living with disability, but now we have a disability officer as a member of the National Working Committee with a deputy in my party. And this 35% inclusivity of women, and we have been trying to make sure, if you get in, you see most of the people. I still remember when I joined it, I was even assistant youth leader. But at a point, if I'm no longer a youth, I can't continue occupying the position of the youth. So I have to give way. We now created a position that the youths are meant to take proper position of where they belong.
we are really concerned in making sure that women, youths, and people living with disability are incorporated in our political party, and see how we can also make the 35% achievable. If you can see from our PCC, the Presidential Campaign Council, you can watch it and look at, we have that 35% inclusion of women in our PCC, and even with people with disability.
Alex Teso, Voice TV, Nigeria.